Hey everyone, it's Tommy with another narration video, and so what I'm going to do is start off each of these videos with what I'm wearing at the time and if there's anything new. So there isn't anything new in this video, it's all of my usual stuff. We have my usual CCMs, my Bauer 961 helmet that's painted by Headstrong Graphics, my CCM Pro chest with P1 arms, Reebok 20K pants, Bauer Reactor skates, Reebok Pro jock, my CCM Pro stick, and I really think that's about it, other than my Pro Tech knee guards. That's what I'm wearing today, and a couple tidbits is that this unfortunately is one of the worst skate sharpenings I've ever had in my life, so you'll notice a couple areas where I try to push off and I won't go anywhere, so that'll be interesting. And we'll also start off this video by showing you my stretching routine. So my stretching routine is very simple. I don't do too many stretches. I'm just sort of trying to stretch out my groin in a couple different ways. So you see I do each side with each stretch. I'm also stretching my hamstrings out at the same time, and while I can do the splits at least most of the way, I don't really feel like that's an adequate way of stretching, and it can just hurt yourself further. So I just do a couple leg stretches, and then I go to my arms here, sort of turning them around and stretching out my shoulders. You can see I can turn my arms all the way around, and I'm pretty much ready to go. And last but not least, I center myself in the net visually because every rink is not the same. Now I had to be aware here because even though it's a slow snapshot that comes in, there's a great opportunity for a tip. So I go down here, try to make myself big, make the save, and I'm not in great positioning, but it worked out anyway. Now while I redirected this puck perfectly into the corner, unfortunately my defenseman was right there. Now watch my foot. As I go to push, my bad sharpening hinders my movement. Unfortunately my defenseman was right there to keep the puck from entering the net. As you guys have heard before, I like breakaways, but what I don't like are 2-on-0s. So this guy's coming in, I figure he's probably actually going to take the shot, and he fakes it. Unfortunately, I'm able to get over despite the bad sharpening. This forward is a very dynamic player, and so I know when he's going to come across, he's probably going to go for the outer post. Fortunately, I just nick it. You don't get much of a better opportunity than this, but fortunately he flubs the shot and I make the easy save into the corner. Let's be honest here, this is a purely lucky save because I was completely lazy on the play. I didn't think he had any opportunity to pass into the slot, and my defense lets him go, and fortunately my glove was right there to make the save. This is another flubbed shot that actually was redirected too. It came in much slower than I thought, and I tried to redirect it in the corner, but it hit my blocker instead. Not really much other to say than, well, he shot right into me. This guy has an incredible release, and I didn't know where the shot was going to go except for low, so I just went down and reacted from there. This was a broken play and bad rebound control because I meant to direct it into the corner, and unfortunately it rode up and hit my blocker, which seems to be a recurring theme today. Just an easy wrister that I end up catching in my glove. The shot was a little surprising because I feared he might come to the middle and try to deke me out, but instead he takes the shot and I redirect it to my defenseman. This was a heck of a shot, but really I should have had it. Clear, there's no one in the way, no screens, just an easy blocker save I missed. I knew the shot was coming here because he didn't have anyone else to pass to because of my defenseman on the left, so I just had to make myself big and make the save. I actually figured this guy might try to go for the outer post, but he actually goes for the inside post, and really that was never going to go in. I wasn't quite sure what he was going to do here. Unfortunately, my defenseman was in the middle to deter a pass or even a deke, so he shot right into my blocker and made the save and redirected it in the corner. Same guy, different outcome, and it's completely my fault because I thought he didn't have anything but the corner, and unfortunately he handcuffed me and the puck goes right in between my arm and my chest. This was a funny play because I make the easy save and try to redirect it in my corner, and this guy pulls a TJ Oshie and tries to go for the goal anyway, and it goes off my butt and off my defenseman. This is a hard play because my player decides to play goalie and completely screens me. Fortunately, my blocker was in a good position to make the save. I'm sure this has happened to all of us before, where we're trying to fix something and they continue playing anyway, and they don't particularly care. So, fortunately, I turn around in time, put my helmet down, my hand behind my back so it doesn't get hit, and make the save anyway. While this play is impressive, it's actually easy to stop because he didn't have much of an opportunity to go anywhere except for 5-hole, so I just went down and made the easy save. The shot handcuffed me a little bit and it ends up going off my shaft and over to the side. The slow pass across enabled me to get over, and he had plenty of time to do just about anything, but shot right into me instead. I figured this pass was to somebody in front of the slot, and sure enough it was, and he just missed it. Their defenseman then just took an easy wrister straight into me. We've seen this before where if it's a really bad angle shot, I'll just stand straight up, cover all the holes, and allow it to hit me, and that's exactly what happens here. He tries to go for another pass into the slot, but I end up getting it with my stick and recover it. Here's the guy with the great release again, and I got a piece of this one, but unfortunately it goes underneath my glove and into the net. A bit of a broken play here, but really wasn't that difficult to stop as he shot straight into my 5-hole. I like to vary it up a little bit, and so I go for the poke check on this one. Completely miss, but fortunately I was in a pretty good position to get it with my right pad. Another bit of a broken play. He ends up going 5-hole and it hits my stick and goes straight up, so I knew I had to knock it out with my blocker before it goes in my net. This is really a fantastic play. Not only does he undress the defenseman with those hands, but he totally dekes me out and goes with his backhand into the top corner. Same guy, different outcome. Unfortunately, this time it goes my way, even though I made a huge mistake by sliding over to my right way too far, and really he should have been able to put it in the net, but I just got a toe on it and then covered the rebound. Another great release, and unfortunately I was partially screened by my defenseman, but I make the save anyway and cover the rebound. I wanted to include this because we've seen this before where I like to have a very active stick, and as the pass crosses the middle, I put my stick in there and deflect it upwards out of the play. Here's another play where that bad sharpening hinders my movement, and it ends up taking me 2 shuffles to get over to my right side, whereas usually it would take me 1. So, fortunately I got over, and he shot right into me. So that's it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed, and if you can, please comment or like my video, and let me know what you thought. Have a great one. Good luck.